Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our final session of the day. For our last session, we have the honor to have Dr. Jayesh Pitroda sir. Today's our topic of presentation is utilization of industrial waste in concrete. I welcome sir on behalf of Tapi Diploma Engineering College, Surat. Dr. Jayesh sir completed BE in Civil Engineering and ME in Construction Engineering and Management from Birla Vishwakarma Mahavidyalay, Sardar Patel University, Vallabh Vidyanagar, Gujarat. In 2015, Sir completed his PhD from Sardar Patel University, Vallabh Vidyanagar, Gujarat, India. Sir is presently working as an associate professor in BVM Engineering College and also holding charge of PG Coordinator Construction Engineering and Management. Sir has total experience of 21 years in the field of research, designing and education. Sir is guiding master students and PhD students of civil, construction engineering and environmental engineering. Sir has published many papers in national or international conferences and journals. Sir has also published 9 research books in the various fields of civil engineering. Now I request to all the participants to keep your mic and camera off during the session. If you have any questions, please type into the chat box. Now, without any further ado, I would like to give my warm welcome to Dr. Jayesh Pitroda sir. And sir, please continue the session.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Sir, now share your screen. Share your PPT. Yes. Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. Now, this faculty development program organized by the Department of Civil Engineering, Tapi Diploma Engineering College, Surat. The FDP on the recent trends and development in civil engineering. The topic is the utilization of industrial waste in a concrete. Now, so the transportation infrastructure system, one of the main investment every modern society must make for their economic social development to bring rural region of India of social economic activities and also to increase the livelihood opportunities. There is a great need for the developing road infrastructure for a growth, the improvement of quality of life in a rural India. Because the one of the concrete is sustainable concrete, and this industrial waste utilization in the field of construction, field of structure, field of transportation. So this is the best opportunity to work in a utilization of industrial waste in a concrete. So in the India, for a rural road development will require huge quantities pavement construction materials. It would be economical to use industrial waste in the construction, low volume roads in the rigid pavement construction. A large quantity of waste material is dumped at a landfilling, which, if investigated properly, can be utilized in a road construction sector. The utilization of these industrial waste materials can be an economical and eco-friendly nearby areas for rural road construction. Now, as per Rastogi D 2012, the rural road connectivity is a key component of a rural development since it promotes access to economic and social services, thereby generating instead agricultural productivity, employment in the industry and service sector, as well as productivity which in turn expand rural growth opportunities and real income, through which poverty can be reduced. As per Sarkar Asoke 2012, also the village roads in general have low volume of traffic consisting mostly of rural transport vehicle due to the shifting of industry towards the villages. There is an increase in a volume of traffic on a village roads. It necessitates the providing the cost-effective solution of connectivity to the villages. Now, just like a Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, it's a good opportunity that time also, and now also we use the current infrastructure development and the growth of construction infrastructure in the road sector, in the building sector, and many other areas. We use this concrete and beneficial, just like a 2022, the Pradhan Mantri says we required to give the house we have required, and that this kind of the sustainable concrete if you use, then we save the lots of money. Even in a national highways, even in an express highway, if we go with this type of concrete, definitely we have beneficial. So as per IRC SP 62 2004, rigid pavement comes out to be a better alternative to flexible pavement where the soil strength is poor, aggregate are costly, and the drainage conditions are bad. But they demand a higher degree of professional expertise at the design stage, construction, and maintenance besides high initial cost. The low-cost concrete with a good strength is used in a rigid pavement up to 3,000 commercial vehicle per day. It's called CVPD, and dry lane concrete, DLC. In the DLC, the 100 mm thick and 150 mm thick to improve modulus of subgrade reaction K. The national highways are the backbone of road infrastructure and the major roads in India. So they carry most of India's freight and passenger traffic. State highways and major district roads constitutes the secondary and interconnecting roads in India. So the main road in India are under huge pressure and in a great need of modernization in order to handle the increased requirements of the Indian economy with the low cost, eco-friendly materials. Just like a Nitin Gadkari, the Minister of Heavy Infrastructure Development and Road Sector, they says the money is there, but the quality is required. Quality. If the quality is there, you come, you got lots of money regarding the development. So these are the benefit to our society. So in addition to maintenance, the expansion of the network and widening of existing roads is becoming increasingly important. So just go through this Indian road network in various the years in the 1950 to 51, 60 to 61, to 2015 to 16 and more. So the national highways, state highways, district roads, rural roads, urban roads, and project roads, many other, the development, the huge development. And the India is having one of the largest road network of around 60 lakhs kilometer, consists of national highways, expressways, state highways, major district roads, other district roads, and village roads, and the length is there. So day to day, it is increasing, and the government decided the infrastructure development in the current scenario, it's a huge, and they want, the people also want, they require the infrastructure development. Now, the roads to handle increased traffic and also allowed for a corresponding increase in the average travel speed on India's road. Now, the cement concrete roads enjoy a clear advantage over bituminous roads and are extremely long lasting, often going for the 40 to 50 years. Sri G. Saran, Director General, MORTH, Government of India, this says that 2008. And this was added that for sustainable development, the modern society cannot do without using high performance construction material, concrete, in roads and highways. This emphasizes the use of waste materials in a cement concrete roads to save environment and reduce cost with a similar or better serviceability. The study of use of partial replacement of cement by fly ash, hyposludge, and glass fiber came to mind. So fly ash is an industrial waste fly ash also, hyposludge also industrial based, and glass fiber we add for increasing the tensile strength. Now the fly ash, all of you know the fly ash from based on the electrical thermal power station waste. Hyposludge is a paper industry based. Now, the objective is to study the suitability of supplementary cementitious materials like fly ash class F. I use the class F, so it's a waste of waste fly ash. Nobody use. So I use in the concrete. And we check how many percentage we add, and we minimize the dumping problem. We minimize many other fertile land problems. So, and also the hyposludge. So to find out the optimum percentage of fly ash class F and hyposludge in a pavement quality concrete. To find out the effect of glass fiber addition in a fly ash class F and hyposludge based the concrete on mechanical properties. Compressive strength, modulus of elasticity, flexural strength, and lots of things, and many others, the pull-out test and the durability test and many other tests we have done to study the techno-economic aspect of rigid pavement in a rural road and the national highways from result obtained from various tests performed according to IRC standards. Now, the scope of study, this research is carried out for determining the effect on the development of rural road network and national highways network by percentage replacement of cement by fly ash class F and hyposludge on the properties of rigid pavement. So supplementary cementitious materials have better scope in construction of rigid pavement, which would lead to safer, simpler, and cost-effective development of rural road infrastructure. To prepare a pavement cost comparative analysis for rigid pavement. Now, generally, in a building construction, we use the concrete regarding the beam, slab, column, footing, foundation, PCC, plastering work. But now, after that building work, we use the majorly in a rigid pavement. So the concrete, if you go with the building consumption compared to the rigid pavement, it's a higher side. If you go for the rigid pavement in a rural road development or in a national highway construction. So if you go with the industrial waste, then it is beneficial to the society. We solve the many problems for regarding the pollution in air, land, water, and many others. So it is a beneficial study. Now some literature review, we have not go in a depth for regarding the literature review, but many of the literature in 1988 to 2021, so many researchers, they work on the industrial waste, but in this case, the fly ash and hyposludge hybrid mix, nobody used. So even with the addition of the glass fiber, right? So this fly ash around the 50% replacement, the cement replacement with the fly ash around 50%, but depends on the fly ash quality. If the class C or a class F, or a bottom ash or the pond ash. So it is a depends. If the CA is less than 20%, then your fly ash class C, but is a greater than, sorry, the less than C 20%, then it's a class F because the plasticity is less. And if the greater than 20%, the CA, then it is the class C, so plasticity is increased. Ultimately, we compare with the cement, the properties. So many researchers, they say that these are good. Comparatively, the strength is increased, durability is good, many advantages through these fly ash. So the RMC, even in a now regular, we use the fly ash in a construction, but now this is in a rigid pavement. So from that this literature review, the review indicated that up to 50% replacement by fly ash increased the strength. Same way the hyposludge, we refer with the 1998 to 2021 or the 2012. And then after I continue with this same hyposludge in a various applications in the pervious concrete, in the sustainable develop, in the self-compacting concrete, and many other type of concrete, bendable concrete also we use with the industrial waste. Now, in a hyposludge, the CA is more, around 40% CA. Hyposludge is a paper industry waste, and it's a fibrous material. So CA is there, and CA gives the benefits to the binding property. So compared to the fly ash class F, this hyposludge is beneficial. And always you focus on the properties in a chemical analysis, then it is a beneficial. So which material you replace or which material you omit, or just like particles regarding with the higher side, then you go with the sand particle, then you go with the replacement of the sand. But maximum you go with the cement replacement, so you save some amount. Because I concerned regarding the construction, so I use the low cost fly ash, even the 50 paisa the price of per kg of the fly ash. So it is beneficial to the society and the nation. Now, the replacement of this hyposludge, we refer through the literature review, around 30% in the strength is increased. Now, some research based on the glass fiber, they use the 1%, 2%, 0.1%, 0.2%, 0.3%, depends on the weight of concrete. Some they refer with the weight of the cement, somewhere they refer with the total quantity point of view, they added the different percentage of the glass fiber. And the glass fiber increase the tensile strength. So it is beneficial to the flexural strength point of view. It is beneficial to the rigid pavement. So based on the research, we find the 0.1 to 0.5% is a good regarding the fibrous percentage. Now, rigid pavement, we refer in some literature review, they use the class F and the class C comparison, but nobody used regarding the hyposludge in a rigid pavement. So I am the first of this work. Okay, so and also I go for the patent regarding this hyposludge fly ash regarding the concrete, sustainable concrete development. Okay, now based on this rigid pavement, we have finalized some final outcomes or the major outcomes. So based on the chemical properties, the fly ash can be added up to 50%, which gives good results. It is also indicated in the literature review, 30% replacement. The hyposludge increase the strength. Different author says that up to the 0.3% glass fiber addition can increase the strength. Literature review also says that rigid pavement have high strength and many other byproducts of industry can be utilized. But you go through the chemical properties and durability point of view. Then after you decided which type of industrial waste is beneficial to this concrete or the rigid pavement. Sometimes we go with some industrial waste, but it is not matched with the properties and the adverse effect in a concrete. They corrode the steel bars, they deteriorate the concrete also. So definitely first you go through the chemical properties. Now here are some one table regarding the concrete ingredients. So here the M25 grade and the M40 grade. M25 grade I select for the rural road development, and M40 for the national highway as per the IRC 62/2005. That gives the details regarding which type of concrete minimum requirement for the rigid pavement for the rural road and the national highway. So the standard mix is concrete A 0% cement replacement, B is the 10, 20, 30, 40 cement replacement by the fly ash class F. Same way the C is regarding the hyposludge, Then D, regarding the 50-50%, it's a hybrid mix of the fly ash class F and hypo sludge. Then E is the addition of glass fiber 0.1% in a fly ash. F is a addition of glass fiber 0.1% in hypo sludge concrete with the replacement of hypo sludge, cement replacement with the hypo sludge. And the G also 50-50%, the replacement of the fly ash and hypo sludge by with the cement and the addition of 0.1% glass fiber. And the H is the percentage cement replacement and 0.1% added glass fiber. This is a huge work regarding the replacement in M25 grade, M40 grade with the different percentage categories, with the different addition, and lots of tests we required. It's a good concrete, sustainable concrete, durable concrete regarding this work. Because not only we use in a building works, it is in also rigid pavement in a rural road and national highway. This my work contained with the construction areas, structural areas, and transportation areas. So 3 areas merge in this particular work. Without these 3, we never work on that area, this area, okay? And also you go with the mathematical modeling and other details, then we require the computerized and mathematical department also with the help of that. Then we refer the prediction also. Now some concrete mix designs, the M25 grade, 0.5 is the water cement ratio, cement 372 kg per meter cube, fine aggregate 558 kg per meter cube, same way the coarse aggregate, and same way in the M40 grade, 0.38, 473.68 cement, and some other fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, and water. So this is my design mix regarding based on the design mix code and regarding the standards, the material properties based on this design. Now I select the OPC 53 grade of the cement, fly ash class F, power plant of maize product. I select the maize product fly ash in near the Sayaji industry, near the Kathwada in Ahmedabad. Hypo sludge, JK paper mill from near Songarh in Tapi district, Gujarat. Coarse aggregate, it's a locally, fine aggregate locally, and the glass fiber, KDM glass fiber, Ankleshwar, Bharuch. So I select these materials for my work. Now the fly ash is a major byproduct of coal-based thermal power plants. It is a fine powder recovered from the gases emitted by burning coal during the production of electricity. So we all know this is a coal-based thermal power plant byproduct. This is a very important table regarding the comparison between the ordinary Portland cement and the class F fly ash. So here refer you the silicon dioxide Si 21.77 in cement and the fly ash F class 62, so almost the 3 times more, and the Ca in the cement 57, but you refer in a fly ash 5.3. So this my fly ash, the bonding properties is very less. So nobody used. So I use for the research. So this fly ash, and also we go for the hypo sludge, this hybrid mix. So this is the tested by the Geo Test House, Baroda, as per the Indian standard. Paper industry waste. The paper making industry generally produce a large amount of solid waste. Paper fibers can be recycled only a limited number of times before they become too short or weak to make high quality paper. It means that the broken low quality paper fibers are separated out to become waste sludge called as a hypo sludge. About 300 kg of sludge is produced for each ton of recycled paper. So this is a very important line. 300 kg of sludge is produced for each ton of recycled paper. So I refer in Visakhapatnam, the one paper industry is there. They contact for me for regarding the hyposludge bricks and hyposludge concrete. So they invited me to give the recipe of this work. So they introduce on that area in Visakhapatnam, right? So it is a depends on you have published some your work, then it is beneficial to the society also. Now the hyposludge properties compare with the cement properties. So you refer here the silicon dioxide Si is very less, 5.28. But you refer the calcium oxide Ca 47.84%. So the binding property is largely available. And this is the turning point of this particular work. If you go with the hyposludge and with the fly ash class F hybrid mix, they covered the cement properties. It is good. It is good. Now, the glass fiber, in order to meet the required values of flexural strength and enhances the strain capacity of the plain concrete, the fibers are being used in normal concrete. The addition of glass fibers in a plain concrete shows a higher flexural strength than plain concrete. I use the KDM glass fiber, length 12 mm, the specific gravity 2.6, density 2.6, elastic modulus 73 GPa. These are the details given by the Shivam Enterprise, Ankleshwar. It's a standard detail regarding the KDM fibers. It is a 12 mm in a length. Now, the test to be performed, the hardened concrete, the compressive strength, flexural strength, modulus of elasticity. But I know either almost the 17 numbers of tests I done on this particular work. But as per the IRC required only the design point of view, the compressive strength, flexural and modulus of elasticity. So I put in this particular work, this compressive, flexural, modulus of elasticity with the different ages, the 7, 14, 28, 56 and 90. But I used up to the 360 days, 1 year. What is the durability point of view, right? Then the flexural 7, 14, 28, 56 and 90. And the modulus of elasticity 28, 56 and 90 days. Fly ash gain the strength during the period of time, the duration. If you give the duration, the strength is increased in the fly ash as per the Malhotras, the Canadian researchers. Now the standard experimental methodology of compressive strength as per the IES 516/1959. We are not go in this experimental methodology because we all know the compressive strength test. Then the flexural strength test as per IES 516/1959. Then modulus of elasticity, we require the cylinder, 150 mm dia by 300 mm, and the different ages, 28, 56, and 90 days. We measured the load and deformation. Now the graph is visible or not? Hello?
No, sir, it's not visible.
Then how we go for this?
Sir, graph is not visible. Only cursor is there.
Yes, yes. So just I go for the PDF file,
Yeah, sir. Sure.
How to learn?
Stop sharing.
Okay.
હા ઇમેજ ઇન્સર્ટ નથી થઈ એટલે સર પીડીએફ ફાઇલ ઓપન કરીને છે ને તમે ડાયરેક્ટ શેરિંગ આપી દેશો એટલે આવી જશે
where you refer the stop sharing?
Okay, stop થઈ ગઈ.
Okay, yes, yes. Okay. Yes, it is visible?
Aware.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
But I think this is on this right hand side something.
શું?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now you refer in this this table. Sorry, in the this tabular, in the graphical representation regarding the compressive strength and the percentage replacement of cement by fly ash plus hypo sludge. So A1 is a 0%, D1 5 to 5%, D2 10 to 10%. So 50% with the M25 grade of concrete for the rural road. And this is a compressive strength results. 7 days, 14 days, 28 days, 56 and 90 days. I am here the omitted the results regarding the fly ash F class only concrete, hypo sludge replacement, sorry, the cement replacement with hypo sludge only. I omitted the results of B series and the C series. I go through directly the, due to the time constraint also, we go through the directly the 50% hybrid mix. This you refer with the standard concrete 42.52 at 90 days. But you refer with this D1 5 plus 5%. So fly ash F plus 5% and this hypo sludge 5%. So you refer the 45.30 strength at a 90 days and 20 days. So almost the higher strength regarding the 28 days. So they gives the some lesser strength, but up to the D2, we refer at a double or more, right? So up to the D2, D3, 24.8. If the duration is increased, then you refer the strength is increased. Now, regarding this compressive strength for the M40 grade of concrete, the with the H1, G1, G2, G3, G4, the regarding this M25 grade of concrete, but including the hybrid mix with the glass fiber 0.1% in an M25 grade of concrete. So you refer the 90 days, the strength of G2 is a 44.19. And comparatively 28 days for A1 is a 38.52, H1 with the glass fiber addition is a 40.59, and G1 42.22, and then G2 37.63. So 10% plus 0.1% glass fiber, they increase the strength. So it is beneficial in regarding the compressive strength and Then later stage, it is beneficial to the rigid pavement. Now, the characteristics composite strength of various mixes of concrete are presented. It shows the graphical representation of hybrid mix, fly ash plus hyposludge concrete. It is observed that the hybrid combination 10% plus 10% gives the high strength for M25 grade concrete in comparison to conventional mixes. 30 and 40% hybrid mix, combination. Even with the addition of glass fiber, 0.1% shows required strength gain at a longer duration, which is comparable with a conventional mix. So, 30%, 40% definitely we use, but the duration is large, and that's the problem regarding the time period. We go up to the 360 days also. Now here you refer the compressive strength cubes and replacement of cement by fly ash plus hyposludge regarding the M40 grade of concrete. So in a 40 grade, the A2 50.81 Newton per mm square. Same way you refer the D5, D6, D7 and D8, 50% fly ash and hyposludge, and the D6 51.85, the strength of 28 days, and the 90 days, it's a 54.82 Newton per mm square. Now same way in this addition of glass fiber with the A2, H2, G5, G6, G7, G8, the compressive strength, and the M40 grade of concrete with the 7, 14, 28, 56 and 90 days. So you refer the G6, 20%, the 10% fly ash, 10% hyposludge and 0.1% glass fiber. You refer the strength 52.33 Newton per mm square. Same way is hybrid mix in M40 grade, 20% gives the high strength, and 30 to 40 hybrid combination, even with the addition of glass fiber, 0.1%, shows the required strength gain at longer duration, which is comparable with the conventional mix. Same way we go with the flexural strength, we refer then a D2 hybrid mix, it's a good 3.96, and the later stage 90 days, the 5 Newton per mm square. Same way in M25 grade, is a M40 grade, sorry, M25 grade. So including the glass fiber, G1 5 plus 5%, 7.26 in a longer duration. So in a hybrid mix, in a flexural strength, the same conclusion, 10 plus 10%, high flexural strength in M25 grade of concrete. Some regression regarding this correlation between the observed FCR and a computed FCR, various concrete mixes for the M25 grade of concrete. Regarding these B1, B2, B3, B4, C1, C2, C3, C4, D1, D2, D3, D4. Then for the M40 grade of concrete, we refer the nearer to 1, the regression is good. So with the hybrid mix, without hybrid mix, addition of glass fiber in the hybrid mix, without hybrid mix, glass fiber concrete. Is all concrete, but hybrid mix and the glass fiber gives the excellent strength in the M25 grade of concrete and the M40 grade of concrete. Now same way we go for the flexural strength, the FCR and the computed and observed for the M40 grade of concrete. Same way we refer in a regarding the modulus of elasticity cylinder strength, the D1, D2. So you refer in a D1 5 plus 5% and D2 10% plus 10% hybrid mix. And the 28 days, 56 days and 90 days some graph is there, you refer to some optimization in a D1 and D2. So D1 in optimization 30,833 Newton per mm square modulus of elasticity. Now same way in the addition of the glass fiber, you refer the D2, G1 5 plus 5% compared to the H1 and A1. This is a good strength in a modulus of elasticity. Same way, their observed value and modulus of elasticity and the calculated, computed modulus of elasticity are nearer to 1, so it is good. Then the predicts regarding this modulus of elasticity M40 grade of concrete. Same way with the glass fiber addition in the modulus of elasticity in the concrete M40 grade of concrete. And their observed MOE and computed MOE near to 1. Then after we go for the rigid pavement design for rural road. Up to that, the structural portion, the concrete work, structural portion is over. Now, regarding the transportation area, the rigid pavement design for the rural road. And the rural road, the PQC, pavement quality concrete, is very important as per the IRC SP 62/2004. The subgrade characteristics required in is a modulus of subgrade reaction K. The unit is kg per centimeter square per centimeter. The value of K is obtained by the plate load test or using CBR values from the table 1 as per the IRC SP 62/2004. And initiate this curing and the compressive strength. So design parameters regarding the mixed design of materials, pavement thickness, climate, rainfall, temperature, frost action, the surrounding environment, height of embankment, foundation cutting, geometry, pavement materials, the CBR, soil subgrade regarding, this is a very important, the CBR. If the CBR is good, then the rigid pavement thickness is less. So it depends of CBR, the value of the concrete of the pavement, and the traffic reputations, wheel loads, contact pressures, traffic volume, number of vehicles, day, CVPD. Now these are the some variables for the design of rigid pavements as per IRC 62/2004. These all 14 variables we used in the design of rural road. And based on this IRC SP 20/2002 and IRC SP 62/2004, we have go for the 2% the CBR 30 kilonewton wheel load, 4% CBR 30 kilonewton wheel load, 6% CBR 30 kilonewton wheel load. Same way in a wheel load 30 kilonewton and 51 kilonewton wheel load. So 2%, 4%, 6% CBR with the different wheel loads we have calculated, and the 500 vehicles per day, it's a CVPD for the rural road design. Now with the different wheel load, the M25 grade as per the IRC SP 62/2004, we have designed the concrete for M25 grade, and we refer for the thickness of pavement, slab thickness of the rural road pavement, rigid pavement, with the vary with the 150 to 270, with the different wheel load, 30 kilonewton and 51 kilonewton. As per this photography, you refer the graphical representation. So A1, D1, D2, D3, D4. If your concrete quality is poor, then you refer the thickness of pavement is increased. Thickness of pavement increased. If your CBR value is less, CBR value is more, then also they affected. So the CBR, if in a rigid, hard property, CBR, or your ground hard, then your pavement thickness is less. Same way, refer is 14 to 20% for the 2 to 4 and 6 CBR with the 30 kilonewton and 51 kilonewton wheel load. and the 0.1% glass fiber added up to the 20% replacement of cement by fly ash and hyposludge for maintaining slab thickness, with a slight increase in a cost for 2%, 4%, 6% CBR with the 30 kilonewton and 51 kilonewton bill load. Here for the national highway design as per IRC 58/2002 for the M40 grade of concrete at 28 days. India has 70,934 kilometers as of 2011, but now it is around the 1.5 lakhs or more. Now we are the 2-lane, 4-lane, 6-lane, but here I designed with the 2-lane, 2-way national highway in Gujarat state. So the 500, 600, 700, 800 to 3,000 commercial vehicle per day CVPD at the end of the construction period. Here, different CVPD, the variable is different CVPD, 500 to 3,000 commercial vehicle per day. And another variable is dry lane concrete, DLC, 100 and 150. And also another variable, 2%, 4%, 6% CBR value. So in a national highway, we go for the CVPD, dry lane concrete, and the CBR. Now you refer this table for the standard concrete A2 with the 28 days results of the concrete, and then we analyze, we design the slab thickness. You refer this table A2, the description is A2 is a standard concrete. K CBR is at 2%, 4%, 6%. It's the value of the CBR, and the K depends on the table 1. K is a kg per centimeter cube. So it's a ready-made available. DLC I assume 100 and 150. CVPD 500 to 3,000, and we find based on the design and the criteria fulfilled in the particular design, the thickness of the slab 262 to 210. You refer left hand side 260 and right hand side the 6% 210. Based on this whole work, 210 to 260 mm thick, the slab thickness we use in a standard concrete. But you go with this A2, G5, B2 and H2 standard concrete, then glass fiber concrete, then D5 with the hybrid mixed concrete, and G5 with the hybrid mixed concrete including glass fiber. And the different thickness of pavement we refer. This is a huge work. And we refer this graphically. You very easily understand the 260 constant and 270 and 280. So if the variable increase or decrease with this some particular work, we have referred this kind of graphical representation, and we find the pavement thickness to 150 to 260, 280. And this thickness, they affected on the cost of the concrete. If the thickness of the TQC, pavement quality concrete, is increased, the cost of concrete is increased. Same way, this throughout this some sentence point of view, the 18% is increase on average. 18% is decrease the total thickness 260 to 220. Same way we go with the 90 days. શું કર્યું? પહેલા આપણે 28 દિવસે on the first 28 days, and then after we refer the 90 days. Then after I completed the work about around the 360 days. After the 1 year, what is the impact? What is the effect on this particular work in the strength and this particular pavement and the cost and the durability? So it's a huge work, huge task. But now up to here, up to in this particular work, we go for up to 90 days and we check. So here you same A2, you refer this table. I completed with this all A2, B1, B2, B3, B4, C1, C2, C3, C4, D1, D2, D3, D4, and many more, around the 52 types of concrete tested, analyzed in a rural roads and in a national highway 28 days and 90 days and 360 days. So here also 190 to 240 mm thick slab, and we refer the same way the pattern of this particular work. The D5 and G5, here the 5% decreases 200 to 190. The cost economic feasibility regarding the cost of materials, the cement bag that time the 6.4 kg, fine aggregate 0.6 rupees per kg, fly ash 0.5, 50 paisa per kg. Hyposludge also 50 paisa per kg. Glass fiber 481 rupees per kg. Coarse aggregate 0.65 rupees per kg, including of lead charges. This is regarding the cost of materials rate. Same way the M25 grade of concrete, we have referred with the 3,530 rupees around. And the same way you have referred with the D1, D2, D3, D4 hybrid mixed cost, and H1 with the G1, G2, G3, G4. So D2 3,090 and G2 4,100 for the M25 grade of concrete. Same way M40 grade, the D5 3,800 and G5 4,900. Compared to this A2, somehow the cost is increased due to their the glass fiber cost. But if you go with the glass fiber production, own production, then definitely the cost is decreased, and we refer the lots of benefits from the concrete, this sustainable concrete. Now cost comparison of rural road. So what is the effect regarding the cost point of view in a M25 grade of concrete in a rural road construction work? So here you refer the 463 to 718, the difference 463 to 718. And here including the glass fiber, you refer 529 to 908 rupees increase. So the cost comparison of 1 meter by 1 meter slab, so rate in square meter of the 150 mm thick. Now we refer this comparison with the 20%, there is a gain in a maintaining slab thickness. So reduction in cost is 14%, around 14 to 15% is reduction in the cost point of view. Okay, same way is in highways 90%, 90 days, national highway, what the effect on M40 grade of concrete in a cost point of view, 698 to 892 and 888 to 1086. So in a cost comparison, 1 meter by 1 meter slab, rupees per square meter for the national highway, different CVPD at 90 days. So here 10% replacement, hybrid mix, fly ash and hyposludge, the cost is decrease 6%. But if you add hybrid mix with the addition of glass fiber 0.1%, so increase 41%, 850 to 1,200. So if you go with the different kind of glass, different kind of low cost fibers, definitely this cost also decreased. Definitely. And if you have own production, then also it is beneficial in a concrete strength and rigid pavement cost. Then we refer with the regression model, the linear regarding linear, we refer the 0.96 regression. Then it is a good comparison between the prediction and calculated values of the slab thickness in a rural road. Same way, we refer with this national highway, it is a regression is 1 in a hybrid mix. Regression is 1. So this is also good. Overall, the conclusion already we have discussed in particular these all slides, the M25 grade and M40 grade with the different ingredients, the fly ash and hyposludge, hybrid mix with the addition of the glass fiber 0.1%. It is overall beneficial, but the glass fiber cost is something high, something more. So if you go with the some low cost fibers also you add, and you refer the low cost sustainable concrete for the rural road development and for the national highway development. Now the research outcomes, the potential use of industrial byproduct make green concrete, leading to preservation of natural resources and a contribution towards the reduction in greenhouse emissions. To concrete with the inclusion of hyposludge and fly ash can be used for the high value application as it has both improved engineering as well as durability parameter. The experimental investigation recommended 20% and 10% replacement of ordinary Portland cement by hybrid supplementary cementitious material for M25 and M40 respectively. The experimental and analytical investigation reflects potential gain of economical pavement thickness with the average cost saving 12% to 6.5%. So looking to the overall gain in the techno-economical parameters and impact on the nature, use of hybrid concrete can be potentially made for different kinds of pavement. Is a future recommendation for the future work. The study with the rural road and national highways can be done using various concrete mixes made by using industrial waste like copper slag, foundry, sand, metacholine, pond ash, rice husk ash. Even with the rural road and national highway, we go for the fibers, the polypropylene, carbon, high density polyethylene, and the durability test with the carbonation, rapid chloride, sorptivity, chloride ion penetration, and many other tests. Even the XRD analysis, SRD analysis, and the particular particle analysis work, we have go for this. Even the software-based, the artificial neural network and machine learning, Python programming also regarding you use for the particular prediction work. So beneficial in advance to the society and the who have the use this sustainable concrete. So without the teamwork, this work is not done. So teamwork is required. Then and then you this kind of work in a manufacturing, analysis, and utilization. So coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is process, and working together is success. Thanks to this my work with this Saranpur, Vikas Banjan Dev, engineer Yatin Bhai Desai, Jai Maharaj, construction, Professor Dr. I.N. Patel, Indrajit Patel sir, principal, and the professor, structural engineering department, BVM Engineering College, Professor Dr. L.B. Jala sir, head of civil engineering department, BVM Engineering College, Professor J.J. Bhavsar sir, Associate Professor, Civil Engineering Department, BVM Engineering College. And lastly, the thank you. Let us join hands for development without destruction of environment. We go for recycle, reduce, reuse. Thank you all.
Ravi sir.
Thank you, sir. I request to all the participants, if you have any question, please write in chat box so that we can ask to our expert. Okay, no question there is. Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful and informative session. Really, sir, I thankful to you for giving us the time for a particular FDP. Thank you, sir, for informative speech on utilization of
Your
industrial
voice,
waste. Hello,
voice is not audible.
hello.
Yes,
Hello?
it's audible.
Uh,
Who is
voice.
that?
Yes, voice is not audible.
Sir ने
Okay.
जगह.
Sir, હવે આવે છે અવાજ?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful and informative session. I really thankful to you for give us the time for a particular FDP. Thank you, sir, for informative speech on utilization of industrial waste in concrete. We all are inspired by your great words. Really, sir, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much for the brilliant and faithful session. Big thank you to Dr. Jayesh Pitroda, sir, for his efforts towards utilization of industrial waste in concrete. Now I would like to give a vote of thanks to all the faculty members and participants of this event. Dear participants, please switch on your camera so that we can take a screenshot. And please do not forget to fill attendance link for today, day 4. We have sent in our chat box. Please switch on your camera, all of you. Hamal Dudat, Shruti, Aditya Agarwal. Okay, thank you very much, sir,
Thank you.
for coming here. So participants, tomorrow exactly at the time 10 a.m. we will start the session. Tomorrow is the last day of our FDP. Please be joined. And one question is there, what type of exam will be there? There will be of MCQ exam of 40 marks at the end of the session, at the end of a valedictory session. So thank you all. Take care. Have a nice day.
Okay, bye.